This poem reflects the fear and loneliness I had for my older son during and in the days soon after Hurricane Sandy. It was October 2012. My younger son and I were stuck in Seattle for 4 days as plane schedules were all messed up. We couldn't get back to Brooklyn to my older son, who was then 11 years old. As we lived high on a hill, the possibility of flooding was remote. However, wind was a real danger. When I talked to my boy, he held his phone next to the window and I heard it howling. I will never forget that. I have been reading a book of poems by Alexander Pushkin in translation. Pushkin, who had a creative but short life, is Russia's greatest poet. I have often been in the company of Russians, and I can trace my Jewish roots to Eastern Europe. Reading Pushkin's poem Winter Evening, I felt struck by the similarities to my thoughts of Sandy, but I felt also that a hurricane and a bad winter storm were opposites in several ways. Here is the Pushkin. It's called Winter Evening. Storm o'er heaven darkness pours, driving snow in gusting gales. Now like raging beast it roars, now like frightened baby wails. Now our ancient roof it rocks, rustling thatch across the grain. Now like traveler late it knocks at our battened window pane. Our decrepit hut must seem dark and dismal in the night. Tell me, Nanny, what you dream, there beside the fading light. Does the wailing storm, old friend, wear you out with all its noise? Does your buzzing spindle send fitful slumbers fleeting joys? Come, dear friend of youth, drink up. Let's recall a better day. Drown our grief, so where's the cup? Wine will make our hearts more gay. Sing me how the bluebird flew, far beyond the ocean swell. Sing me how the maiden drew water early at the well. Storm o'er heaven darkness pours, driving snow in gusting gales. Now like raging beast it roars, now like frightened baby wails. Come, dear friend of youth, drink up. Let's recall a better day. Drown our grief, so where's the cup? Wine will make our hearts more gay. And here is my poem, called simply Hurricane Sandy. The terror of the voice that was that storm, winds that Pushkin likened to children crying, but spoke not of a hurricane, a warm disturbance from the tropics wildly flying. I was a continent across from you. You let me listen to the sounds by phone. I felt so helpless neath Seattle blue. You sheltered in the old house of block limestone. The bard talks of a hut, unstable, poor, a target of the storm amid its wrath, but gives way out if only metaphor, a sip, a smile, a bird, a seaside path. A hurricane, of course, is the reverse. The ocean is no quiet, peaceful place. It inundates the shore with mighty force and floods the land it hits without a trace. I wait. I cannot see you, may not fear. I see the ravaging by TV set. I drink a cup and seek a happy tear. I follow the instructions of the poet. The son and dad are reunited. The sea has now receded, floods no more. The child that cried has now been comforted. There's no unwelcome guest outside our door. So the contrast of what I was trying to achieve is about the ocean. While Pushkin views it as a happy, safe place, I see it as creator of hurricanes and the destructive seawater as terrifying. I hope the loneliness is evident, but the ending is happy. And although I don't drink anymore, I can remember the feeling of wanting to get some relief from my fear, a fear I would never again see my son in Brooklyn. The next poem video will be about a love affair that starts in spring. I'll see you there.